If you're a horror fan, then you need to hear this spine-chilling tale of a haunted hotel and a couple's desperate escape. This is the story of Asha and Raj, a young couple who found themselves in the midst of a terrifying ordeal that they would never forget. On a stormy night, Asha and Raj, seeking shelter from the rain, stumbled upon an old, neglected hotel. The rain was relentless, and the wind howled like a banshee, making it impossible for them to continue their journey. They had been driving for hours, hoping to find a place to stay, but every hotel they passed was either full or too far away. Desperation led them to the eerie, abandoned building that loomed before them, once the city's jewel, now an abandoned husk, whispered to be cursed by restless souls. The hotel had a dark history, one that the locals preferred not to speak of. It was said that many years ago, a series of tragic events had taken place within its walls, leading to its eventual abandonment. Some claimed to have seen ghostly apparitions in the windows, while others spoke of strange noises and unexplained phenomena. But Asha and Raj, unaware of these legends, saw only a potential refuge from the storm. They ventured inside, unaware of the legends. The interior was just as foreboding as the exterior, with dark, dusty hallways that seemed to stretch on forever. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. Every step they took echoed through the empty corridors, amplifying their sense of unease. But they pressed on, hoping to find a dry place to rest for the night. Dusty hallways led them to a grand ballroom with a massive cracked chandelier hanging precariously. The ballroom must have been magnificent in its heyday, with its high ceilings and ornate decorations. Now it was a shadow of its former self, a haunting reminder of the hotel's glory days. The chandelier, once a symbol of opulence, now looked like it could come crashing down at any moment. Asha and Raj couldn't help but feel a sense of foreboding as they stood in the vast empty space. Suddenly, a haunting piano melody echoed through the empty space. The sound was both beautiful and eerie, sending chills down their spines. It was as if the piano was playing itself, the notes resonating through the ballroom like a ghostly serenade. Asha and Raj exchanged nervous glances, unsure of what to make of the mysterious music. Drawn to the sound, they found an antique grand piano playing itself. The keys moved as if guided by invisible hands, creating a melody that was both haunting and mesmerizing. Asha reached out to touch the piano, but as her fingers brushed the keys, the music stopped abruptly, plunging the room into an eerie silence. As Asha approached, the music stopped, plunging the room into darkness. The sudden silence was deafening, and the darkness seemed to close in around them. They could hear their own breathing, rapid and shallow, as they tried to make sense of what was happening. The air grew colder, and a sense of dread settled over them like a heavy blanket. Whispers surrounded them, pleading voices of the past. The voices were faint at first, barely audible, but they grew louder and more insistent with each passing moment. It was as if the walls themselves were speaking, telling tales of sorrow and despair. Asha and Raj could make out fragments of sentences, words of longing and regret, but the meaning eluded them. The whispers seemed to come from all directions, making it impossible to pinpoint their source. They tried to leave, but the hotel had other plans. The doors slammed shut with a force that shook the walls, trapping them inside. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone in the hotel. The whispers grew louder, more urgent, as if the spirits were trying to communicate something important. But Asha and Raj were too frightened to understand. Doors slammed shut, walls closed in. The once spacious hallways now felt like a maze, with walls that seemed to shift and change, leading them in circles. Every turn brought them back to the same place, the grand ballroom with the cracked chandelier. It was as if the hotel itself was alive, playing a cruel game with its new guests. Racing down twisting hallways, they found themselves back in the piano room. No matter how fast they ran or which direction they took, they always ended up in the same place. The piano, now silent, stood as a silent witness to their plight. Asha and Raj were exhausted, their fear giving way to desperation. Desperate, they discovered a hidden staircase to the basement. The staircase was narrow and steep, leading down into the darkness. It was their only hope of escape, and they took it without hesitation. The air grew colder as they descended, and the whispers followed them, growing fainter but no less insistent. There, a charred diary revealed the anguished writings of a former guest. The diary was old and brittle, its pages blackened by fire. Asha opened it carefully, her hands trembling as she read the words written in a shaky hand. The entry spoke of a guest who had experienced the same horrors they were now facing, trapped in the hotel with no way out. The final entry was a desperate plea for help, a warning to anyone who might find the diary. As Asha read the last entry, the temperature plummeted and a ghostly figure emerged. The figure was translucent, its features distorted and indistinct. It hovered in the air, its eyes filled with sorrow and pain. Asha and Raj could feel the cold emanating from the spirit, chilling them to the bone. The ghost began to speak, its voice a mournful whisper that echoed through the basement. The ghost revealed that the souls could only be freed if the diary was returned to the fireplace ruins. The spirit explained that the hotel was cursed, its inhabitants doomed to wander its halls for eternity. The only way to break the curse was to return the diary to the fireplace where it had been burned, releasing the trapped souls and allowing them to find peace. Asha and Raj listened in stunned silence, their fear mingling with a newfound determination. With trembling hands, Asha and Raj made their way, pursued by vengeful spirits. The spirits were relentless, their ghostly forms appearing and disappearing as they chased the couple through the twisting hallways. Asha clutched the diary tightly, her heart pounding in her chest. Raj led the way, his eyes scanning the darkness for any sign of the fireplace. They placed the diary in the fireplace. The moment the diary touched the ashes, a gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing the flames. The spirits let out mournful wails, their forms dissolving into the air. Asha and Raj watched in awe as the hotel seemed to sigh with relief, the oppressive atmosphere lifting. A gust of wind extinguished the flames, and mournful wails echoed as the spirits dissipated. The air grew warmer, and the whispers faded into silence. Asha and Raj could feel the weight of the curse lifting, the hotel releasing its hold on them. They knew they had done the right thing, freeing the trapped souls and breaking the cycle of torment. The hotel sighed with relief. At dawn, they escaped. The first light of dawn broke through the windows, casting a warm glow over the abandoned building. Asha and Raj made their way to the exit, their steps lighter and their hearts filled with hope. They emerged into the fresh morning air, the storm having passed, and looked back at the hotel one last time. The hotel remains abandoned, but on stormy nights the piano's melody drifts through the air, a haunting reminder of the souls once trapped within. The legend of the haunted hotel lives on, a tale of love, loss, and redemption that continues to captivate those who hear it. Asha and Raj would never forget their terrifying night, but they took comfort in knowing that they had helped to bring peace to the restless spirits. And so, the haunted hotel stands as a silent sentinel, its secrets hidden within its walls, waiting for the next stormy night to reveal its ghostly melody once more.